It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They start to drive with White, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Now, this defense for the Bengals, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
To throw on 3rd down, Muller. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT.
In motion, the tight end. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. The Bengals at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. This pass complete to Higgins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, he finds his man, complete. That's Fleming. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? Just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mueller. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. White now on the read option. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Muller. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. 21 yards there on third down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Looking to throw. Mueller. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
11 MT, 11 MT.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
12.
Now Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is taken at the 23. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that,
there he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11. 12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
11 MT. Hey. 12.
Mixon again, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Looking deep for Adams. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a fist.
And this throw will be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Opting to run again here with White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage.
Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ready?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11-90.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing to start the drive. Moeller. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound? There's plenty of time remaining in this game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now a signal and a timeout called, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On one, right?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
12, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to... take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 11, 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing to start the drive. Mueller going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mueller. He'll look downfield for Waller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
To throw on 3rd down, Mueller. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
12, 12, 12.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
3rd and goal. Burrow Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Taking it about the 1.
Morris fighting. He lost the football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
11 mighty.
Burrow on play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone. That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Option play, here's White.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down, Muller. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. First down, here's White. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Mueller. That is caught at the 7.
And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal, Raiders.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 12.
Here we go, set.
White. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Ready?
They'll go with a keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Muller. It's caught. This is White. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground with White. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The kick by Carlson is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Come on, set.
White now on the read option.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
177 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won